first time when I came in contact with music, I remember being a kid and like really, really, really small, 3 or 4 years old. My dad used to have this old reel-to-reel tape recorder, a Russian one, a big one. And every Christmas he would go in the basement and get his tapes so he could, play some music. Every year on Christmas Day and, sometimes when we had guests over, he would play these tapes that contain like 80s ABBA and funk and, weird music. When I was a kid, I wouldn't understand that. But that was my first contact with music. It was kind of a magical thing because you had the snow on, outside. It was snowing. It was really, really beautiful. And my dad with his friends and my mom, having some drinks and listening to ABBA. And, if you listen to ABBA, you know what I'm saying. But that was my first contact when I came. That I had with music. It was so magical because even now, if I, for example, play on Spotify a ABBA song, I still remember my parents, celebrating and having fun and not having a worry in the world. So yeah, that was my first contact with music. Beyond Skyrim is a really wonderful project. I think it's amazing how people, would do this voluntarily. Talented people, not, And I think it's an amazing project. It's an amazing ambition. It's an amazing, team. And it's an amazing, in a way, kind of, if you like to call it, home for, people who want to develop their skills, who maybe one day they will work in the video game industry. I joined in August in 2017. I used to play Bruma, the mod that the guys released, and I remember being on the Nexus page, and at the bottom of the mod page there was a text that wrote if you want to join us, just send us an email. I've always been fascinated with music in general, but especially playing games all these years. Usually fascinated by game music, how it transports the auditor depending on what game is it. It reinforces that game and it makes it good. And as in film, you need music in your games in order to create a tone, which, depending by scene or game action by action, it could really change if the music in the back is in a way or another way. So yeah, I saw this text at the bottom, and the guy, then I just applied. One day later, somebody from Beyond Skyrim replied and said, "Hey, we really like your demos. Would you be interested in, maybe composing for us?" And I was shook because, it was my first game, my first, first time applying to something. And I was really, really happy. And I came in, the guys, really, really wonderful people. All the leads from, 2D, 3D, writing, etc., etc. Everybody was really open. Yeah, I was the first guy there doing music. Some other people were, but they left. And the leads told me that we need somebody to make music for this game, and we need somebody who we can last long than 6 months or maybe 3 or maybe 1. So yeah, I promised the guys that I will do my best, and almost 1.5 years later, I'm still here, making sure that this mod, the Iliac Bay, has a soundtrack. What I loved about it is because these guys have, given me a chance to express myself with music, and I really wanted to give, other composers that chance, because the work volume is really, really big, and in order, to do this alone, you need a lot of time. So besides that, I said it'd be fun if, hey, I could take somebody with me on this journey. So we got up to hiring another 4 people, composers for different regions, because there are 2. There is Iliac Bay and there is Hammerfall, both really, really different in terms of music styles and cultures. And we got like 4 other composers that I would like to think them as my second family, my friends, because we're all day, talking to each other, bouncing off ideas to one another, and discussing what should fit in a place or what should not fit in a place, and correcting to each other's ideas, and maybe inspiring one another. So there's me, there's John, there is Alexander, there is Vladislav, and there's also Sergey. Everybody does certain things. For example, Sergey does the dungeon music. Alexander is in charge of the Abyssinian Isles and Hammerfell. I'm in charge of High Rock, Far and Johanna, and everything up north. But in a way, it's cool because due to the fact that these guys that applied and got taken in, they're so talented, because even if, for example, we would switch regions, everybody can compose in different styles, and everybody understands the whole idea, the whole concept, the whole what it means to write music for a video game. It's really nice to do this and to have the possibilities to do this with an awesome team, and I'm really, really grateful to have these friends that I would love to call friends. Kind of, I like the fact that we are in a way we are dependable, and we work together and we get along just great. We're really grateful and happy to make this mod and to compose for this mod, and we really want the people that would play our mod to understand what we do, what we create, why we create this this soundtrack, and what it means to us, because it's been a year and a half of hard work. It's been a year and a half of making friendships, talking to people. We really hope you guys like it, and maybe from time to time remember that people gather from all over the world just to do this thing at their own accord, with their own time, and they did it because they loved it.